that's all that you can see, but
Oh, that's
the
right.
the full shot is actually of both of us. So, all right, guys, here we are.
C'est toujours un plaisir d'être là avec vous. Vous écoutez la fréquence 109. Merci à vous.
109. 109.
You asking me a question?
Nah, I'm telling you, 109.
You're at 109 right now.
Okay.
That's what 109 means
That's
in French.
right. Just kidding. I knew that. I had to play along.
Just speak directly into the microphone so the people can hear you.
Okay. Can we start from now? I mean, can we start right now?
Yep.
But you're still recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording right now.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna talk about this work of art that I created. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look over here. Randy, you should look over here when you want to talk to the people and all. So
Okay.
I made this work of art. I like it. There's a lot that's into it. I probably shouldn't even explain it. I should be making something else, doing some other activity. But I don't know. I'm focused on this, and so I'm gonna just. Well, actually, I want to share the artwork with Randy, my wife, and I want her to know exactly what I'm talking about in this thing. So, through the power of technology, we're able to share all of this information together now, and I have some more content from my YouTube channel. So, all right, let's get into it.
Okay, we're going straight here. Is that radius? No, what is that? That's a...
You said radius?
What is that again?
What are you looking at?
Right there. What is that?
Okay, so you're pointing at the just above Kendrick's head.
Yes.
There are these lines. So there's a cross, and then there's another symbol next to it.
What is that symbol again?
Okay.
Or maybe it's not that symbol.
So what you're looking at, that cross is the number 10 in kanji, the Japanese characters, kanji. So that cross is the number 10. And then what's next to it is the number 9 in kanji.
Oh, okay, got it. I like that.
So you're looking at Japanese characters. So that's why you wouldn't know what that was. All right. It looks like a T. It looks like maybe an R.
I was thinking more like math, but what is that symbol in math? Is it pi or radius or I can't remember. That's what it reminded me of, that symbol.
Oh, okay. So you mean the number 9 looks like pi.
Yeah, that's the pi symbol, right?
Okay,
yes.
I got you. I'm with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's where we start. So that's 10 and 9 in Japanese kanji right there. Okay?
Got it.
All right, so this video is started. We began filming this after I asked Randy to focus on my artwork because I was looking at it and I wanted her opinion. So, well, her opinion, her interpretation, and so forth and so on. So I asked her to take a look at it. So before we started filming, that's what we were doing. We were talking about this, and so what we were talking about before filming, I mentioned Kobe Bryant. He's in the picture on the top right corner, and Kobe Bryant next to his name, next to his picture, I wrote the word Italo or Italo. That's like Italian, right? Italo, and then the number or the year 1896. So Randy, what does that mean? Italo and 1896?
The name of the war, I forgot the full name, but that's when the Ethiopians defeated the Italians, right?
Ding, 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 correct. All right. And the name of the battle, The name of the war was the Italo-Abyssinian
That's right.
War, also known as the Battle of Adwa. Or maybe the war was Italo-Abyssinian War, but there were probably many battles, I guess. Don't quote me on that. That's where I'm not certain. I think the whole war was called the Battle of Adwa.
And that was just one of many battles within, possibly the Battle of Adwa. One of many. We're going to confirm that, right? I mean, for the next time.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm saying maybe the whole war was called the Battle of Adwa.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Okay, and so Italo basically means Italy, and then 1896 was the year the war began. The first war. There were two wars between Ethiopia and Italy. The first war began in 1896. And why did I write those? Why did I write Italo and 1896 near Kobe's head, near Kobe's picture, Randy?
Well, you asked me, and I said he would frequently like travel. Well, he lived in Italy.
Yep.
Didn't his father play like overseas?
I don't know that much about Kobe, but I know he lived there,
and he spoke Italian.
And he spoke Italian, so
which is pretty impressive.
Yep. So I put that over there to just make the connection between Kobe and Italy, make that more clear. Not that Kobe was Italian, but just Kobe and Italy. That's closer. And plus, Kobe brings out another topic to discuss, the Italian Ethiopian War. So I put that in there because that war, that battle, that was very important. So. Okay.
Right, and then back to, you said 8:24 p.m. That's underneath Kobe. Those were his numbers, his jersey numbers.
Exactly.
And.
Yep. So 8:24, Kobe's jersey number was 8. For what first? See, I didn't follow sports like that. I didn't follow Kobe's career like that.
I think it was 8 first and then 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. But 8:24 is significant because they were his jersey numbers, but then they were also significant to me because at 8:24 p.m. on October 9th, 1979, ta-da, I was born. That's the time that's on my birth certificate, 8:24 p.m.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So I put that up there like that. Also, I put that up there because, the whole concept of iSEE109 or iSEE109 is, when you look at those numbers 1, 0, and 9, you might say, oh, that's 109, like in French, 109. You might say 109, or you might see 10 and 9. You might see two different numbers. Or, you might look at a clock and still see 109 or 109 because you see the time, 109. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing with Kobe's jersey numbers, 8 and 24, and I'm putting it into a time, 8:24. So I see Kobe's. So basically what I'm saying here is I see Kobe's jersey numbers in the birth time, in my birth hour, like that. And that's how I'm playing with these numbers like that. Because the other number I'm playing with in the same way is the time on the left side of the painting. It says 1:09 a.m. That's a time, but I was born on 10/9, October 9th, and so you can see 1:09 a.m. and see that as a time, or you can look at the time and think, and that time can remind you of of a date. In my case, October 9th, right. Or maybe you were born on January 9th. And so that 1 would be January, and then the 09 would represent the 9th day of January.
True.
So the way that you interpret it, can all be different.
Many interpretations.
Yep. But I put 109 there because I was born on 10/9, October 9th. And also because at 1:09 a.m., I was in Medellin, Colombia. I went to sleep around 9 o'clock, and then I happened to just miraculously, surprisingly, suddenly I suddenly woke up at exactly 1:09 a.m. while I was in Colombia. I woke up, I grabbed my cell phone, I looked at the time, and I had woken up at exactly 1:09 a.m.
Wow.
I don't have an explanation. There was no loud sound. I didn't set an alarm or anything like that. And I got up and I said, "Whoa, that's my birthday." I got up. I woke up at my birthday right there in Medellin, Colombia.
Many times, right? Or a few times? Like,
Yeah,
often?
but um that was a very key, very specific time and moment. There were other times when I got up around like 10:09 a.m. or I would check my watch at 10:09 a.m. And 10:09 for me it's 10 and 9 again, 10:09. Whether it's 10:09 a.m., 10:09 p.m., 1:09 a.m., 1:09 p.m., it's all the same to me. I still see October 9th. Maybe for someone else they see January 9th, whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, where are we going from here? This is really creative. This is really nice.
11:09 too. 11:09 a.m. I mean, 11:09 is different. If you look at a clock and you see 11:09, you're probably thinking November 9th. But when I see 11:09, I still see 1:09 inside it. So
Right.
I still recognize 11:09 as like, hey, I see 1:09. Anyway,
Pretty cool. So,
what's that? What you pointing at?
I don't know where to go. There's so many different ways to go, like, with this. This is really cool. So, Frankfurt 444.
All right, Frankfurt. Okay. All right. At the center of the work, there is a crown, and that is a crown drawn by Jean-Michel Basquiat. And I put that in there because all of these four men represent kings to me in their own right. All right. So I put Basquiat in there for sure. But here's the thing about Basquiat. I was in Frankfurt, Germany, and I had a layover in Frankfurt, Germany for several hours, like 6 or 7 hours, maybe 9 hours. I forgot. Anyhow, I was walking around the city, and then I discovered a Basquiat exhibit at the museum, and I was like, "Wow, this is so cool! What a coincidence!" Because I'm here in Germany, and they have a Basquiat exhibit, and Basquiat's like my favorite artist. And I was like, I'm so lucky to have encountered this, because I definitely wasn't at home in America, and I'm traveling the globe, and I just happened to land in a country where Basquiat is, and I'm like, psh, that's dope.
That is. It was a sense of comfort for you as well, right?
Oh, absolutely, because I'm like walking around in Germany, look like lonely and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, what am I gonna do here? And then I see Basquiat. I'm like, that's me, right there. So I made sure to go in. I paid whatever for my entrance fee, and I spent about an hour or so looking at artwork, and I was at home, even though I was very far away from home. So that's the Frankfurt part. The 444, just like 1:09 a.m., 8:24 p.m., 444 is just another time, but Jay-Z wrote his album or entitled his album 444. So this is just I guess I'm calling Jay-Z into this picture, into this painting. We have Nipsey, we have Kobe, we have Saul Williams, and we have Kendrick Lamar. With 444, we also have Jay-Z. And the crown is Basquiat. So these are all of the people that I'm bringing in, and more, and others.
Oh, I just want to touch on Jay-Z. Didn't he mention Basquiat? Like,
Absolutely.
so, like, it all, like, ties in together. Like, in one of his, was it, like, his songs, or he was just kind of talking about it, just, like, maybe in that interview or something? I don't remember.
Absolutely. Jay-Z right now is growing his hair. His hair has locked. and it very much resembles one of the styles that Basquiat, sported.
And they kind of they resemble each other, like in a
Yes.
way. So they kind of touch on that as well.
Yep. So the 444 is very close to the crown, so that's why I put it there. Yep.
Pantera.
Pantera. Okay.
Tada.
So now we're getting into some really deep stuff. Some really deep. Okay, Pantera. All right. Also, all right. So Pantera. When you hear Pantera, what do you hear? What do you think of?
Panther.
Exactly. All right. So when you think of panthers, what else comes to mind?
Like black, strong. Oh, did I? Well.
Exactly. And it says it right there.
Oh, yeah, Black Panther.
Black Panther Party for self-defense. Now, it says Black Panther Party for self-defense. Do you see the four?
For self. Okay, we're gonna touch on that too because I see many things.
All right, all right. Well, that number 4, it's there, but it looks different. It looks funky. That's because that's Spike Lee's logo for 40 Acres and a Mule.
Oh, that is like a 90-degree angle, or I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay.
All right. So Spike Lee's 40 Acres and a Mule is there. So in addition to Nipsey, Kobe, Saul Williams, Jay-Z, Basquiat, and Kendrick Lamar, I've thrown in Spike Lee as well with 40 Acres and a Mule. So that's what that symbol, that funky symbol right there, that's 40 Acres and a Mule. Okay. Now back to Black Panther. All right. So Pantera, Black Panther Party for self-defense. All right. So you have a Black Panther and you have Pantera, which means, panther. So that's the connection there. Panther and Black Panther. Okay. But why did I put it in here? Nipsey's nickname was in the top left corner.
Hasmonian? Oh, Thundercats.
Thundercat. Okay. So what is a panther but a
cat?
A cat. So Nipsey was called Thundercat. But not only that, if you watch the Thundercat cartoons
from back in the day, are they?
from back in the day, you know that like one of the most popular cats was Pantera.
That's right.
So Thundercat, Pantera, and Black Panther, they're all talking about cats right there. Okay, let me see. Oh, and right next to Kobe's name, or excuse me, Kobe's image, to the left of Kobe's image, there's a word.
Puma.
Puma.
Also,
what is the puma?
A cat, right? And the cat.
Another cat. All right.
And also,
what?
Those are the shoes that he liked to wear, right?
Okay, then those are the shoes. All right. So we got the Thundercat, Black Panther, Party for Self-Defense, Pantera, and Puma. All right. So we're just getting, I guess, a motif that's being used, again and again. The Black Panthers use the panther. Nipsey, was a panther. Specifically, Nipsey was a Leo. So that's more of a lion, but still that's a cat, okay? So Thundercat, works for him. So Nipsey, the Black Panther Party for self-defense, and then the Puma shoes, Puma, okay? That's the name Puma refers to the shoe, not just the cat, but it's still a play on it. Okay, anyway. And you just read it, Hasmonean Dynasty.
Oh, yes, right there.
All right, so the Hasmonean dynasty was the dynasty around the time of Jesus Christ. How do I know that? I watched a lecture by Ishaka Musa Barashenko. Dr. Ishaka Musa Barashenko. Hope I pronounce his name. The late doctor. And he basically broke it down for me. And actually, I watched that. I watched it numerous times while I was in Oman. Because, I had a situation with the internet. I didn't have internet for a long time.
Oh.
I was overusing it. I
Yes,
was downloading too many videos. All right. And then we ran out of the internet. And then my housemate was like, to hell with you. You used all of the internet. But anyway. All right. So, one of the videos I downloaded was like a hour or 2 hour long lecture with Professor John Henrik Clark and Dr. and the late Dr. John Henrik Clark and the late Dr. Ishaka Musa Barashenko. Dr. Barashenko talked about Jesus in the video, and he talked about how Jesus was a descendant of the Hasmonean dynasty. And the Hasmonean dynasty, the family, so Jesus was, like, he broke it down. He said Jesus was the son of a Roman soldier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I think he said that, the details of which you have to watch and listen to Dr. Ishaka Musa Barashenko, but I hope I do his words justice. But what I gathered was it was the Hasmonean dynasty from which, Jesus came, and the family crest. The family crest included a picture of a panther, because the name of the family, or the name was Pantera, or Jesus's father was Pantera, something like that. I don't know. I know Jesus. And see, the way Dr. Ishaka Musa Barashenko breaks it down is he's telling it more like, Jesus the man versus Jesus the Christ figure. And so rather, the Christ, doesn't have a father, but, Jesus the man was birthed by a Roman soldier and Mary. It is deep. I'm not the scholar. I watched those videos. I'm a YouTube scholar, which is terrible, okay? But there's something in here, all right? There's something in here, because this stuff, yeah. For someone who knows more than I do, they're going to be like, okay, I see where he's going with this. Even if I haven't, fully fully articulated it, yeah. They can see where I'm going with this. But the Hasmonean dynasty, Pantera. So you've got Jesus and the panther. You've got Nipsey, Thundercat. You have the Black Panthers. That's another cat. Still a puma, Black Panther. And then Pantera, Jesus.
Right.
So you got Panther.
Mocha.
Okay. All right, Mocha. All right. That's something different. That's not related to the panther motif.
Oh, okay.
Mocha is just, personally, when the first time I learned about Basquiat, I went to the Museum of Contemporary Art, which is MoCA. That's an acronym for Museum of Contemporary Art.
Oh, okay.
So the first time I saw Basquiat's work was at MoCA, and then the most recent time was in Frankfurt, Germany. So those are my two encounters with Basquiat's art. I hope to go to New York to see King Pleasure. That'll be like my third, exposure to an exhibit of Basquiat's work. Kind of not, but not really, because there are maybe 10 works by Basquiat at the Broad Museum in downtown Los Angeles. I've seen them. I've photographed. I made videos of it. It's there. Those paintings are there. So that's another encounter. But MoCA was the very first time, and then Frankfurt was really special because I was just lost in Germany, and then I found myself with Basquiat right there.
This is really cool. You're so creative. Okay, so
we're almost finished. Go ahead.
Below Nipsey, of course, 033122019.
That's another date. That was the date on which Nipsey was murdered.
Right. And then should we go down to fast, or is it jazz? Where is it, fast alone or the word fast?
Yep. These words are alone. You got jazz. Okay, jazz is there, but then on the other side, on the opposite end, near Kendrick's head.
That's not Kendrick.
Huh?
That's, I'm looking right there. Okay. Right there. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so jazz is next to Saul Williams' head. Near Kendrick Lamar's head, it says hip hop. And then it says rap, but rap is crossed out because my thing with rap is like, okay, that's just something that you do, but hip hop is what you live. So hip hop is a cultural, identity. All right. So I was like, skip rap. It's hip hop that is real. So Kendrick is the embodiment of hip hop. I put jazz in there because jazz is a American black art form of music. I threw in P Funk. You see the P Funk up there? I was playing with the P's because with the Panthers, the Pumas, with the Pantera, P Funk, but P Funk is Parliament Funkadelic.
Right.
That's, George Clinton all the way. All right. All right, so we have a couple more. I'll run through this with you. Okay, we have fast. Near Saul Williams' head, it says fast. And fast meaning, slow down your digestive system. Stop eating. Stop consuming so much, fast. Fasting is a part of, the Muslim. Well, not all religions because, what? The Catholics with Lent.
Right.
Muslims with Ramadan. I don't know what the Jews do, but everybody has a fasting ritual. Easter, I think, with the Christians. I don't go to church. I don't know that well, so I don't know.
You go to churches not often.
Yep. But see, my whole thing is like spirituality over religion. Because I've come to a fear of God. I've come to an appreciation, a love of God. Through through my spiritual experiences, not per se by ritualistic doing things so
Makes
okay.
sense.
Let's see, next to Saul Williams it says CAM, CAAM,
You want me to say the acronyms?
California African American Museum.
Yep.
We went there. We go there often. I take you there.
Yes.
All
Nice
right.
place.
Under Saul Williams' chair, you have to turn the painting to the side to read it, but that's Aksum.
Oh, yes.
So Aksum.
Is this Oxum? No.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. So that's a pendant, the Aksumite cross. So that's a biblical empire right there. So this whole work of art is heavily influenced, extremely biblical, because I'm talking about Jesus and I'm talking about black men. All right. And let's see. Okay, and then finally, I use William Shakespeare's words. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. William Shakespeare wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I put that in there, not because I wanted to, acknowledge Shakespeare, but rather because he says friends, Romans.
Romans
And then next
verse.
to it, 10:9. Because Romans 10:9 is a clear verse. It's like so powerful because Romans 10:9 basically says, to the believer, if you accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, you will be saved. That's what it says. So Romans 10:9 is a direct biblical verse that is related to Jesus. And hello, 10:9. iSEE 10:9. Kobe, let them know.
You're at 109 right now.
That's what this is all about, 10:9. So I did not know when I wrote the book 10:9, I didn't know about Romans 10:9. When I was having all of my experiences encountering 10:9, I was only thinking of my personal birthday, October 9th, October 9th, October 9th. And then when I was in Oman and when Nipsey was murdered, 10:9 became something very different because I was wondering to myself, how is it that on the day that Nipsey is murdered, I see those numbers in a very short amount of time? And then, those numbers calmed me down because I was very stressed in that moment. And so 10:9 and Nipsey were very close and linked for me. And then after that, I found that Bible verse, Romans 10:9.
That was recently, right?
Recently, within the last, few months, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, I guess.
Were you in Ghana? No, that was
No,
another
no.
verse that you came in contact.
I'll have to check my Instagram messages because I can figure out the date. Because I asked. There was
Your aunt?
No.
Oh.
There's a Latino man. He has a taco restaurant. I believe it's in Colorado.
That's right.
And the name of his restaurant is 109. And I'm like, dude, why do you have 109 on there? I mean, I have 109. I know it's my birthday, but what is your reason? And then he tells me, he's like, the Bible verse, Romans 10:9. And I'm like, what? So I quickly do a search. And then I'm like, now everything makes sense. No wonder I saw 10:9 on the day that Nipsey was murdered. No wonder I saw a cross in the sky that was 7 days after Nipsey's murder. And I was like, why are these things happening? Why is this lining up? It's like, oh. Romans 10:9. Whether you believe it or not, the facts are the facts. And that's my story. That's what I'm sharing with you. Did we miss out anything?
Oh, and then of course at the bottom, that's
All right, these are the tally marks.
right.
Come, Mr. Tally Man, tally me bananas. They like, come man, me wanna go home. Tally. Come, Mr. Tally Man. I didn't know that until like a month or so ago. Tally. You see, this whole style of art is not only inspired by Jean-Michel Basquiat, but it was reinvigorated and also inspired by Milton Bowen's 510. Milton Bowens is another one of my favorite artists. And bro uses numbers. Milton Bowen's 510. He uses 510 because he is the 5th child of 10 children.
That's right. You did tell me that.
I'm like, yo, I love you, bro. Milton Bowen's 510. And then he's also using Basquiat's style he uses the crown. He acknowledges, Basquiat, because Basquiat is his favorite artist as well. So you see there are all these intersections. All right. Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Look at the picture of Kendrick Lamar. He has the thorny crown, just like Jesus, on his head. So,
That's right.
so this is a call to, this is like saying, hey, we know what it is. We know Jesus was black. And every black man has a little bit of Jesus in him. That's all I'm saying here. Oh, but I didn't explain the tally marks. There are 19 tally marks. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be separate. They're supposed to be 10 tally marks and then 9 tally marks. So 10-9 again. All right, I think we finished. We discussed everything.
Good job. I like it. No, I love it.
Kobe.
You're at 109 right now.
C'est toujours un plaisir d'être là avec vous. Vous écoutez la fréquence 109. Merci à vous.
Oh, yeah. And this is Mr. Rogers. This is Mr. Rogers. He had all these ideas playing around in his head, and he was putting them together. And this is what he said about his ideas.
This is just too philosophical. Maybe I'm trying to combine things that can't be combined, but it makes sense to me.
Wow.
He said, maybe I'm trying to combine these things, but it makes sense to me.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Window seat surfing on the wing. As an adolescent, I dreamed of big things. Climb to the top of the mountain to see the scene. Petty wap don't want me to have anything. I'm the captain, no jet lag. Boeing jet swag. Floating to the sunset, keep the drinks coming back.